Jay-Z ain't answering the phone? He ain't answering the motherfucking phone.
I don't hear none of them niggas who was at Diddy's shit toasting with that champagne every year. Having speeches with, man. Ain't nobody speak up for this man or nothing.
You image yourself after a gay painter. Big homie want to look like a gay painter.
What are we talking about here?
We're talking about Basquiat. He wants to look like a gay painter.
So, it looks like 50 Cent finally got answers to the questions everyone is asking now, aka, where on earth is Jay-Z when his bestie needs him? It's been over a week since Diddy's homes got raided by the feds, and he had to run into hiding, and we still haven't heard a peep from all the so-called friends he used to party with when things were good, especially Jay-Z. Well, according to 50 Cent, it makes sense that Jay-Z has pulled a disappearing act, because if you think the feds have dirt on Diddy, just wait until you find out how much worse Jay-Z is. And y'all know how Sean Carter is. You could never ever catch him slacking. But what we're wondering is, if it's bad enough that the Jay-Z had to go into hiding, just how deep does this thing run? And what does 50 Cent really know about it? Well, let's jump right into it.
I tell you what, Puffy, your life is in danger. Because you know the secrets. Who's involved in that little secret room you guys participating in.
Okay, at this point, we have to give it to 50 Cent for always asking the important questions and staying committed to trolling Diddy. Because really, where are Diddy's friends when he needs them? Where is Jay-Z? I mean, he's had over a week to put out a statement, share a meme, GIF, or literally anything to show support for his dear friend Diddy, since his homes got raided by Homeland Security and his children were put in cuffs. But it's been radio silence from Hov since then, and 50 Cent has been asking questions. A day after Diddy's homes got raided, 50 shared a photo of Jay-Z on a milk carton with the caption, "Anybody seen Jay? Puff said he ain't answering his phone, LOL." Then he shared another post with a photo of Jay-Z waving, captioned, "Here is Jay-Z last reported seen waving at Puffy Jet." I'm not even gonna lie. It's crazy that Jay-Z has left Diddy hanging because everything seemed cool when Diddy used to host all those all-white parties that Jay-Z and Beyonce used to attend all the time. And what happened to all those times Diddy and Jay have been all suited up, drinking champagne and toasting to black excellence? Even Boozy had to point out that it's weird and sad that none of Diddy's friends have supported him since his troubles started.
I don't hear none of them who was at Diddy's shit toasting with that champagne every year. Having speeches with, man. Ain't nobody speak up for this man or nothing. When you're on top of the world, it's a celebration. When you're on the bottom, it's a denilation.
Same motherfucker you see going up, you gonna see coming down.
All them motherfuckers all with them suits on, with their cups up. Ain't nobody said nothing.
They ain't, fool. Right. As soon as they say something, they in the crosshair, fool.
Boy, this world, boy.
50 Cent reacted to Boozy's comments by sharing a photo of Epstein's face mixed with Diddy's with the caption, "Boozy said where the F is his friends?" They not saying nothing because they didn't know he was recording everything. LOL. Wait till I get the tapes. 50 Cent previously talked about how he would pay top dollar to get the tapes Homeland Security allegedly confiscated from Diddy's homes alongside firearms, laptops, and other gadgets. As y'all must have heard by now, investigators allegedly seized several boxes and bags full of evidence. In a post on IG, 50 shared a screenshot showing a news clip of a highlighted section of Lil Rod's lawsuit that read, "Mr. Combs had hidden cameras in every room of his home, has recordings of several celebrities, artists, music label executives, and athletes engaging in illegal activity. These individuals were recorded without their knowledge and consent. Mr. Combs possesses compromising footage of every person who has attended his freak-off parties and his house parties." The post was captioned, "Shaking my head, this is gonna be so good. What you wanna bet I'ma get these tapes? I'll pay top dollar for them. You been over there? I don't go to Puffy parties." Well, folks are saying the reason why no one is coming out to support Diddy is that his so-called friends, including Jay-Z, are not happy about the fact that he was secretly recording them while they were doing all their deeds. But they actually shouldn't have been surprised because, there's no honor among thieves. It looks like Diddy tried to pull a fast one on his friends, and when push came to shove, everyone decided to protect their behind and leave Diddy hanging. And before you start wondering why 50 is so focused on Jay, out of all the people Diddy has been friends friends with in the industry, you have to remember that 50 also has beef with Jay-Z. Once upon a time, 50 Cent, Diddy, and Jay-Z used to be among the 3 biggest MCs in New York. That link-up gave us the iconic I Get Money track. But along the line, 50 fell out with Jay-Z and Diddy for whatever reason, probably because 50 just couldn't handle the number of dark things the other two had going on. Since 50 started beefing with Jay-Z, he has never missed an opportunity to call him out. One time he even talked about how Jay-Z has a god complex and thinks he's better than everyone because of his money. And then another time, when he was asked to describe Jay-Z in one word, he just said, "Good business." Another time, he threw shade at Jay for not being original and instead trying to model himself after gay painter Basquiat.
You image yourself after a gay painter.
Okay.
Big homie want to look like a gay painter.
What are we talking about here?
We're talking about Basquiat. He wants to look like a gay painter.
Oh my God, I think I know where we're going with
So
this.
So, you don't need a soothsayer to tell you that 50 Cent and Jay-Z are not on good terms at all. But you see Jay and Diddy? Nah, those two have remained besties over the years, and they have never been afraid to show off their love for each other. Diddy always had a picture of himself and Jay-Z on his website, and now he has this cute little speech Jay-Z gave in his honor for the montage for Diddy's Lifetime Achievement Award. And here he is, proudly telling everyone that the only 2 people allowed to call him by his government name Sean are his mama and Sean Carter. Also, whenever either of them hosts a party, the other is sure to be on the guest list. That's why people found it weird when Jay-Z conveniently decided not to host his annual Rock Nation party this year, which many people felt was just his way of trying to avoid being seen in public with Diddy. And even going back before that, people have noticed that Jay-Z has been keeping a low profile since Cassie's lawsuit dropped. The only time we've ever really seen him in public was during the last Grammys, and he left right after receiving his award. It seems like Jay-Z has been trying to avoid Diddy at all costs, but the question is, what does Jay-Z have to do with everything that's been going on with Diddy? Well, according to 50 Cent and other industry insiders, everything you're seeing with Diddy is just the tip of the iceberg. Jay-Z has much darker secrets, the only difference between him and Diddy being that he is smarter and not sloppy. Do y'all remember how Jaguar Wright said basically the same thing in a recent interview?
Sean Carter is worse.
Oh, man.
He's smarter. He's patient. He's not sloppy. Just he been lining up people he calls friends and stepping to the side while they get hit by the guillotine for 30 years. He's fucking worse.
Jaguar has actually been on Jay-Z's case for a long time because she believes he is one of the most dangerous people in the industry. A couple years ago, she did an interview where she talked about how Jay-Z and R. Kelly share the same dark history, even down to girlfriends. And when you think about it, Jay did allegedly have something weird going on with Aaliyah, and this was confirmed by Dame Dash in an interview where he talked about how he felt betrayed when Jay-Z started going after Aaliyah. Also, isn't it super creepy that Jay-Z knew about all the things R. Kelly was doing with Aaliyah, but also with all them other girls and women that were working on him and still did a whole album and tour with him? Jay-Z certainly has a very interesting style of picking his friends. And at this point, we really should be calling Diddy, R. Kelly, and Jay-Z the triplets from hell because, yes, all of Diddy's friends have abandoned him. But you know who has come out to show support for Diddy all the way from prison? You guessed it, R. Kelly. In between his prison chores or whatever they do in there, R. Kelly spared the time to come out and let everyone know he simply doesn't believe Diddy did any of the things he's being accused of doing because he believes the system is just trying to punish men like them for being, in his words, flagrant.
Out there laughing and making comedian jokes and doing all other shit on the radio and everything else, but their ass could be next. You know what I'm saying? That's what's so fucked up about it. So stupid. They so stupid they don't even realize the move that's going on. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, that's why I don't believe none of this shit. I mean, I told him straight up, bro. You can tell me about anybody now. You can tell me on the news the weather is the sky's blue. I'm not gonna believe the shit, no. Because I'm in it now. I know what they did.
However, folks were not here for R. Kelly's comments at all because, apart from the obvious reason, a convicted offender coming out to support Diddy is not a good look at all, and they were just roasting him in the comments. Him and Suge are more focused on Diddy instead of serving their prison time. I'd be so irritated if R. Kelly were to support me in anything, with a crying emoji. That's enough proof that Diddy's guilty. So, yeah, it's not looking good. But then again, it really makes you wonder, if R. Kelly could come out to support his friend from prison, why why hasn't Jay-Z said anything yet?
Jay-Z ain't answering the phone? He ain't answering the motherfucking phone.
In this video, 50 recently shared he was trolling both Jay-Z and Diddy because Jay ain't picking up the phone. And really, the only reason why Jay-Z wouldn't be picking up the phone at this point is that he's trying to keep a low profile and not draw too much attention to himself. That's why, like I said earlier, 50 Cent was trying to get his hands on the tapes that were seized from Diddy's home raids, because it'll probably have evidence of Jay-Z involved in some criminal things with Diddy. I mean, Jaguar Wright did say recently that Diddy has allegedly turned over tapes of Jay-Z and Beyonce participating in freak-off sessions with Diddy. The reason why that's not such a stretch is that, as y'all know, Diddy has been seen hanging out with Jay-Z and Beyonce too many times to count. Like, they really are thick as thieves. But I guess Diddy really fumbled by taking those tapes and even threatening to use them as leverage if things go south. Remember how, in Lil Rod's lawsuit, Diddy was accused of bragging about his connection to several powerful people in the industry and even said that he was going to leverage his relationship with TD Jakes to launder his image after the lawsuits? Well, that plan has clearly backfired because, allegedly, some of Diddy's friends are already talking to the feds and are ready to snitch on him if it comes to a trial. A source for NBC News reported that 3 women and a man have been interviewed by federal officials in Manhattan in relation to allegations of trafficking, assault, and the solicitation and distribution of illegal narcotics and firearms. The source also revealed that interviews with 3 other subjects are also scheduled. And in case you needed further proof that Diddy really is alone, remember how Lil Rod's lawsuit named some big wig executives as part of Diddy's alleged RICO enterprise. One of those people he named is former Motown Records CEO Ethiopia Habta Mariam, who was accused of attending Diddy's infamous parties and being present when Diddy and his sons were drugging workers, many of whom were under 18. Well, word on the street is Ethiopia Habta Mariam is ready to snitch on Diddy in exchange for her name being dropped from the lawsuit. She even recently released a statement distancing herself from Diddy, his kids, his parties, and whatever mess he's gotten himself in. The statement read, "Contrary to the allegations of the first amended complaint regarding to my alleged presence at Mr. Combs' homes in Miami and New York at alleged parties at which underage girls and S workers were present and being drugged, I have never visited either of those homes, and I have never attended any party at any of Mr. Combs' homes other than a single black tie event in Los Angeles on June 26, 2022, celebrating his Lifetime Achievement Award from BET." She also said the only time she had ever visited Diddy's LA home was for meetings in connection with the license agreement between Motown Records and Love Records, and she didn't see any of the wild things that allegedly used to take place at Diddy's homes. According to 50 Cent, that's one of the reasons why Jay-Z is currently in hiding. In fact, as we speak, Jay might already be in contact with the feds to see about covering his tracks and getting rid of anything that links him to Diddy. Now, what's interesting about all this is that people have been speculating for some time now that Jay-Z is going to be the next to be exposed after they're done with Diddy. When YouTuber Storm Monroe talked about it a few weeks ago, it seemed like he was just hating, but it looks like everything that was predicted is now coming to pass, and 50 Cent is having a good laugh over it because he also called it a long time ago. However, some people are saying 50 Cent is trolling Jay-Z and Diddy to hide his own skeletons that could be revealed after the Diddy raid. I mean, as much as they're now enemies, 50 Cent used to be close with Jay-Z and Diddy once upon a time. So if Jay and Puffy did anything back then, it's likely 50 Cent also participated in them. By the way, didn't we all just find out that he allegedly took advantage of his baby mama, Daphne Joy? After Lil Rod updated his lawsuit against Diddy on March 25th, we found out Daphne Joy was allegedly one of the S workers on Diddy's payroll alongside Young Miami and other women. As the professional troll that he is, 50 didn't waste any time going after his baby mama on social media. He threw shade at her in a tweet saying, "I didn't know you was a S worker, you little S worker. LOL, yo, this is a movie." In another tweet, he said, "You moved a mile away in hopes of having another baby with me, but I was busy. So you moved back and then you started receiving money from Brother Love. Now here we are, you little S worker." 50 Cent was also allegedly seeking full custody of his son because, well, he didn't want his son to be in that environment, and that's fine. However, Daphne Joy absolutely gagged him with her response when she went off on him on Instagram. In her post, she slammed 50 Cent for taking everything as a joke, even when it puts the lives of people around him in danger. Then she asked him, "How would you feel feel if Sire was the one in handcuffs for nothing? Seems like she was referencing Diddy's kids, who had to be put in handcuffs while the raid was ongoing. Daphne then went on to call 50 a terrible father who only saw his son 10 times out of the 2 years he lived literally 1 mile away. Then she added, let's put the real focus on your true evil actions of blanking me and physically blanking me. You are no longer my oppressor, and my God will handle you from this point on. You have permanently damaged the last hope I had for you as a father to preserve our family with these last and final false claims made against me. You have broken our hearts for the last and final time. Okay, 50's name hasn't come up in relation to Diddy's freak-offs or any tapes or whatever, but that doesn't mean he's the innocent guy he's trying to paint himself as. Also, many people felt 50 was wrong for speaking to the mother of his child in that manner, especially over claims that haven't been proven. Whatever happened to innocent until proven guilty? Besides, Daphne appearing in a lawsuit accusing her of being one of Diddy's S-workers is arguably not nearly as bad as 50 Cent seeing a photo of his son Jackson and a friend and dropping a comment that said, if both these little ninjas got hit by a bus, I wouldn't have a bad day. So a lot of people started speculating that 50 might have some skeletons of his own that he's trying to hide by shifting focus away from himself and instead trolling Diddy and Jay-Z. One person said, good, I kept saying he's about to be exposed. Hope all his shows are canceled. He's an annoying steroid B. And this other person said, don't trust any of these men, even the ones laughing at Diddy. In any case, 50's name still hasn't shown up in any of these documents. And he's not the one who has been partying with Diddy for the last couple of decades. That person is Jay-Z. And while we've not heard a peep from him since this whole thing started going down, folks have come up with different theories explaining why Jay-Z is not out here trying to defend his friend. Jay-Z getting rid of his evidence. Jay-Z may be the main one egging Ish on. He's just as evil and wicked, but wants to be like he's so great and still standing after all these years. But do you think Jay-Z is really hiding because of this whole Diddy saga? Or is 50 bringing this up just to hide his own dirty secrets? Share your thoughts in the comments below and then check out this next video.